All right, let's talk about problem number two. So, first thing that I noticed with problem number two is it looks a little intimidating, but when it gets down to it, all that we're doing is finding areas between two curves. So, we're going to actually start with the question A and then try to find the information we need in the introduction. Find the area of region S. Well, if we're asked to find the area of region S, that means that we need to integrate from 0 to 3 of f of x minus that exact same end or bounds, 0 to 3, of g of x, because that would be the total area from f to the x-axis minus the area from g to the x-axis. Here's the fun thing, though. We can rewrite this as the integral from 0 to 3 of f of x minus dx, minus whatever the heck the value is for that area of R. So I'm going to go into this problem and say, well, maybe, just maybe, I don't have to do some fancy integration with two functions. I can just find one function integral and subtract the area R if I know that area R already. So I do know a function for f of x. F of x is 3 parentheses 1 plus x to the 0.5 cosine pi x over 6. Ew. Okay. Great. Now I'm skimming through and I'm either looking for g or I'm looking for r. Okay, g is continuous and decreasing, not helpful. R is the region. Aha, there we go. Look at this. R has this area. So I can integrate f of x. Oh, I'm off camera. Sorry. And I can subtract the region for R, 3.24125. Oh, sorry, I wrote beyond the border. Oops. Well, again, we are in the calculator section for this problem. So you know what I'm going to do. I hope you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put f of x. So I'm going to go straight to y1 this time. And I'm going to put f of x in y1. 3 parentheses 1 plus x to the 0. Oh gosh, I'm going to raise that up to another parentheses. 0.5. All right. Cosine. Hang on. I'm gonna organize this a little bit better. 3 double parentheses 1 plus x raised up to the 0.5. So now it's all grouped together correctly. Cosine pi x over 6. All right, let me just check this because this one's really weird. All right, that looks okay to me. So I'm going to leave that in y1, and I'm going to go ahead and integrate this. Math, function integrate, variables, y variables, function y1, comma, x, comma, boundaries 0 to 3. All right, so there's my answer. And instead of writing it down, I'm going to actually just subtract what I've written. 3.24125. So this answer here for the area of S is 4.919, or that's if you cut it off, if you choose to round it, 4.920. Again, in calculus, you must give answers to 3 numbers after the decimal, or either rounded or cut off. All right, let's look at points here. So this is a total of 3 points. 1 point for the definite integral of f of x. Okay, 1 point for recognizing that you definitely got to do that. A second point for correctly using the area of R, because you couldn't integrate g of x because you don't know what g of x is. So a second point for R right here. And then finally, 1 solid point just for the answer alone. So that's part A. I'm going to get a new video going for part B because part B is a little hefty.